very, very happy weekend to all of you. And as always, with nature's blessings, we are going to start today's session. Myself, Desika Pravakar, the director and founder of the DPurpose Foundation. And we have our COO, Lakshmi, here to provide the awesome introduction of one of the most prized possession, without which the whole thing, as I said, does not exist for us. This whole foundation or me or Lakshmi, nothing would have actually come together to be in this place today to support you guys. So he's behind everything. So let's hear the awesome introduction from Lakshmi.
Good evening, guys. Today we have the honor of hosting a very special guest who is indeed our very own star. Please join me in extending a warm and enthusiastic welcome to Mr. Venkatesh Prabu sir, who is the founder and the managing director of Veera Group. He has been a powerhouse in transforming waste into valuable energy. His journey starts from a farmer's son to a self-made entrepreneur with over 15 years of expertise, which is nothing short of inspiring. His journey began with a bold decision to forego a promising job offer in Germany and dive into a wind energy sector with BK Fibers. And his venture made significant strides, including international collaborations and contributions to disaster management projects as well. And all these are just the beginning. And Sir's vision evolved into creating Veera Group, a global brand revolutionizing waste to energy solutions and serving clients across 52 countries, from agro waste biomass to plastic pyrolysis units. His innovative technologies are making a huge difference worldwide, saving energy costs and empowering MSMEs. Today, Sir is joining us to share his profound insights into the domain of waste to value, and his commitment to sharing the knowledge and empowering the next generation through partnerships with nearly 100 universities across India is truly commendable. We are very thrilled to have him with us today, sharing his wealth of knowledge and passion for the sustainability and innovation. His contribution, as ma'am said, has been the backbone for our foundation as well, and we are very happy to have him here with us today. So without further ado, let's give him a very warm welcome to Mr. Venkatesh Prabu sir. Happy welcoming you, sir.
Guys, give it up for our super celebrity chief.
Hi everybody. First of all, and thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity for everyone to connect the next super brains are here. So, and thank you so much for Desika, and thank you so much for Lakshmi, the COO. So the energetic person, both are very energetic to running this.
They are so happy to see you. You can see how happy they are.
You know, they are very blessed. I am very blessed. I am very happy. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to join with the Young Brains. Hello guys, everybody. Hi everybody. Good evening. So I think it is. I don't want to make it like a boring thing, and this is somebody who is really want to do some business and come something good solution with the waste to energy, because this is the everlasting field. Because waste is always generated, and you don't think about like where is the waste, because everything is waste here. But we are the Indians, like we are the best country to convert waste to values and energy as well. But values we are doing it, but energy we are a bit of lagging it. There are so many politics that I don't want to go into that. So let me explain what is like what we can do with waste to energy, what are the technologies which is available right now, and what we can do it, and what are the problems in the existing the technologies. Let's say if you're taking the waste to energy we start with our home, our daily uses. So we are doing into let's say organic and inorganic, like the non-degradable and degradable waste. And there are technology that they make biogas out of it, but that is not efficient at all. For example, let's say the biogas, if you are putting a food waste or any agriculture waste which has the cellulose, so that they put the enzymes, the bacteria will create, and the methane gas. And the methane gas also, nowadays the bio-CNG, the bigger companies are doing, but still we are depending on the technology from outside, like German or European countries, for the reliable quality and quantity, the quality of the machines. Even the biogas itself, right now we can't able to achieve as for the Europeans, because right now what we are doing, we're just putting a biogas and closing up and putting bacteria and waiting for 40 days that the gas just generated. And we don't even we have to wait for the cooling period of 60 days to 40 to 60 days. Then only we can able to generate the gas. If we find out a solution, like if you put the waste here and it will fast decomposition, like even you can use EM solution, effective microorganization, the Japan scientist who is founded to decompose the waste, not in 60 days, you can do it in 40 days by using even lactobacillus bacteria and stuff. So that is there is a company who is doing it also, like in I think in Germany or in Netherlands, they are doing like they are reduced up to like in 1 week they can generate biogas, and also you just feed it. It is online. You can just get it because that is the advantages. And another technology, if you are going for the waste like cooking oil, there is a technology in Pulsar 150 or something. That is the company. You can search it, biodiesel pulsar, biodiesel processor. Every biodiesel processor, it is taking like it says 10 to 12 hours to do the waste cooking oil into diesel fuel. But this company particularly, they are converting this into very fast, like online. They are using ultrasonic waves to do that also. And if we can able to focus on that, the pulsar, like a fast online biodiesel production, that is the another thing. Then if you are coming into the organic waste, that the compost also, like biocompost, it takes 6 months to decompose, like 3 to 6 months. If you are able to make some microbacteria, like effective microorganism, so that can be reduced into 40 days. There is even I have did one trial. I can say, like, you take milk and you put rice culture, mother culture, you put in the milk. In 2 days, you will in 1 day you will get ghee and butter and paneer, and the bottom portion is the liquid that is has the more lactobacillus bacteria, and that lactobacillus bacteria it will die because you need to put for a long time. You can add sugar water. The sugar will maintain that lactobacillus to hold it. So that is called EM solution, effective microorganism. That you can put like if you put 1 liter, you can use it for 20 liter mixed with water, and that has a proven data. It can reduce into 45 days. You can decompose the pure biocompost. It will reduce the time saving. Like why we want to go for time saving, because we don't have the place to put these things. If the waste is coming, if you do it in 1 or 2 days or in 1 week, then the next phase you don't need much space, because in the cities everywhere in India we are more crowded. We are the number one in the world, but we don't have that much place like Russia, less like China or US. We have limited land consumption, so that is one person. Then the second portion, if you are taking into the waste, plastics and degradable, these things, there is pyrolysis is there, but the pyrolysis, it is not up to the level right now what we are having in India. Even the continuous pyrolysis, if you put the plastics, if you get even the plastics, it has the like RDF, which is in the dump yard. It can give around 60 to 70% yield, but we don't have the good technology. Only the biofabric and some German technology, some US technology they have, but there is huge expensive. So we can't even able to use that continuous pyrolysis things. That pyrolysis we can able to use, like we can make directly. We just put the plastic and make it pyrolysis. We can focus on fast pyrolysis. That is the fast pyrolysis. You can able to make it very fast, and also once we get the liquid, in today's industry, even the tires and the plastic, the distillation of taking the microcarbons to take out, that is the another big challenge. That is the focus area that has a big market to take out the carbons, nanocarbons, because the tire has the nanocarbons to distillate, to convert it into either diesel, petrol. There is a petroleum product we can able to convert it. So those are the areas where this industry is still looking for a solution, the best solution. Because whatever solution, let me tell you one thing: if you are going to find a project, or if you are going to do a project, make it affordable. If your thing is not affordable, just forget it, because affordable is the biggest innovation today's thing. If you are anything, if you are, for example, if this laptop is asking 30,000 rupees, but if you can make it in 3,000 rupees, you are the biggest innovator right now. Because any innovation, if it is not used by the public, it is just an museum piece. Are we going to be in a museum piece? Or are we going to be in a real commercial to help the society? And also we have to develop ourselves. So that is cost cutting and affordability is the key to everything. So any project idea you're going to think about it, you have to think in the affordability way. Then another thing, the waste to energy, there are other ways like even the hydrogen fuel cells, wind, solar. The nowadays the solar thin film, it is coming like crazy. So because the solar is cost down, but still we didn't use it. When the hydrogen fuel cells, that is the future, but still we don't have the right technology up there. And even the wave technology and tidal, that is apart from that. But what we are focusing, we have to focus which is our own there. How can we make that waste into energy as a useful item. So that is what the overall technologies which is available. You guys has to think beyond that. Don't think before that, because those guys are already dead. Even if you take a German technology, they are selling at $5 million. You can make it at 500,000 or $50,000. You are the boss. Take the technology, just decode and do the reverse engineering. What the hell you want to do? Just do it and just bring it down. You have a big business. You don't need to innovate. Because right now, we don't need to innovate anything. We just need to discover how to make it down and how to make it affordable and reliable and run the system. Because technology is everything. Without technology, we can't even talk. We can't even think about it. So, but that technology is to be affordable. That is our key mantra for myself. And I don't want to take more time because Desika and Lakshmi is looking me that you guys, I don't know, in the weekend that they maybe go for party or something. So I don't want to continue for a long thing.
No, but I think that was a really, really very holistic start. So can we give it up, guys, for our speaker? Can you give thumbs up? And yes, see, here is all of them are all fascinated by the breadth of knowledge and approach that you take. Always have been personally fascinated, but this is like you can see how the students are. That awesome start. I think we will go to the questions. And
good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, sir, basically, we are trying to solve the problem of e-waste non-working product. So, basically, you have a laptop with you, and your laptop is not working. So, basically, laptop is not working. In most of cases, the motherboard is not working. So, motherboard is not working, but the other parts are like SSD, HDD, and many parts are working condition. So, we are trying to make a chain for user to shopkeeper directly. Basically, if you are a user and you have a non-working product, so you can directly post a product in our website, and there were many shopkeepers on our platform. So basically, shopkeeper just check the product description and videos and images, all that, and after that they are giving you the estimated price. So after all, if you are accepting the price, so you are going directly to the shopkeeper and makes your deal perfect. Because currently there are only 2 or 3 platforms are there, like non-working products they can claim from you and giving to the money you. Basically, one is Cashify is there, and one is Flipkart is there. But in the Cashify, they are giving you only 100 rupees for the non-working products. So we think that is not useful for any user. In Flipkart, there are specifically price range is given to you. If your laptop is semi-working condition, they can give you up to 7,000, 8,000. And if you are not working, if your laptop is not working, so they will give you fixed 4,000 rupees, up to 4,000 rupees. So basically, this is a very niche market, but there is a very less competition in the market, as per our research. So how can we grow this idea into scale, and how can we make perfectly chain for the user and shopkeeper?
Okay. See, first of all, you have looked into Flipkart and another one website.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is basically you look into Flipkart and other website only. There is two website which is not paying. One is paying like very less, and another one is paying like 4,000 to $8,000 the rupees. So but the thing is, in reality, the average used laptop, there is non-working, nothing, just a laptop, batteries and all components are there. Right now, the people from outside market, that's without online market, it is going like 5,000 rupees. If we have 5,000, 4,000 to 5,000 rupees, there are companies who is ready to buy like more than 1,000 pieces, 20,000, 10,000 pieces, 20,000 pieces. Because the gold they are taking out from the laptop, it is more. They spend that much money to get, and they recover a lot of gold and other valuable components from the e-waste recycling. I heard about it because this is the outside market. So I think you have to do search apart from the online, because things are going like how it is going out. Then you can make a platform in that and regularize and promotion. Because any B2B sites or website, it is a problem is marketing and stuff. Because especially if you can develop a site, you can put the shopkeeper, you can link up everything. The technically you can do it. It is not going to cost the entire project cost is not going to cost more than 5 to 10%. But then the major thing is you have to be focused on the more like how you are going to promote it, because people need to know how they are going to be do. That is the main major hurdle right now, because the promotion is the biggest hurdle right now. So I think this Flipkart, what they are doing, and the local market, the people, if you are going for any, even nowadays, the people coming to the streets in villages, they are giving like a ping glass or glasses for used cell phone. They are just taking and buying, and they are buying in from home. They are putting like used sari for the silk saree. Nowadays, now they are coming for the e-waste. If you have a laptop or a cell phone, they are coming door to door and they are collecting it. So how you are going to organize? Because if you are going to be online, you have to be like delivery cost, other cost, everything is there. Because people in India, it's well aware, like nothing is waste. So people got that. So it is very competitive right now. How you are going to, because it is not like we are. You can't see any cell phone which is thrown into what you call in the any non-used cell phone or laptop. Not, you can't see very less, maybe less than 0.0001% in the dump yard. Because people are taking, it is going. We are the best recycling country, and we are the rap pickers. They are the gods who is saving our country from this. Because that is for their livelihood, but I am thanking for them. That is because I was one of the rap picker in my childhood days. That was my earnings, because nearby my farm, so I just pick my peppers and stuff and I go and put it. So that is the biggest money over there. So we don't have, I don't think so that you have to do the lot of what do you call it, groundwork and homework for this idea.
Is it okay?
Sir, basically we are trying to solve this B2C, not B2B.
Yeah, B2C only, that is what I'm telling. People are coming and the ground and they are taking it. They are coming like streetwise, because the vendors who is collecting the waste papers and stuff, they are having and they are putting a mic, any waste paper, we are buying this thing, they are coming in the ground. Even from the village. You know, that is what it's happening right now. So how you are going to prove your point?
Compete, sort of.
Yeah, compete, and you can like how you prove your things, like how you are going to compete with them. How you are making it.
So sir, we are thinking that if you are going to any mobile company, so they were giving you the product details of what are the parts of working and what are the parts of not working. They will give you the software check data after you are going to any company's manufacturer, how to sell that. So we are trying to do that.
We'll go to Dhanlakshmi now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dhanlakshmi.
So I am from Team Microsardians. Project is agri-tech based. What it does actually is that we see that the farming lands, along with the crop, there are unwanted plants that grows along with the crop, the weeds. So weeds basically take up the nutrients and they
reduce the crop yield. For this, we are actually giving a weeder, weed detection and removal robot thing. So it is Microzard. So Microzard actually uses AI embedded cameras to detect the weed and remove them using a manipulator hand. So inquiring farmers, we actually inquired farmers. They actually said that weeds causes a major problem, and we also looked up into the existing solutions. After seeing to that, we saw the foreign countries, especially US, all of that, they are employing laser robotics. That is, using lasers, they burn out the weeds. But what we are doing is actually providing a mechanical solution to remove the weed and then put it into a container that holds and burn it down into ashes. Because ashes contain phosphorus as well as potassium, which is like NPK fertilizer, which also acts as a fertilizer for the crop. So this is the whole mechanism of the product that we are working on, and your perspectives on this product, sir.
Okay. So the basically idea is the weed picker. The idea is good. So I can't say it is no. But the thing is, right now, and you are focusing on agriculture. I am very thankful for that. But right now, I will explain you what are the market scenario, how it is that. I am not.
Okay.
I'm just first. I'm giving the how is the existing is there, and then you will know. You will tell me what we can do. See, right now for in farming, the most of the people they are using chemical fertilizer to kill the weeds.
Our main motive is actually to prevent that using weedicides, all of that, like no
Yeah,
chemical intervention.
but that is very cheaper. Before you start farming, like let's say if you have some farm, it has more weeds right now. So what they do, they just first spray the fertilizer, the chemicals, and then they kill the weeds. It will for 1 acre, it will not cost them more than 1,500 rupees or less than 1,000 rupees to kill the whole 1 acre. Even the sprayer cost, everything. That is one thing. And another thing, even if they don't want to use and you are going to put the robot in that, so how affordable you are going to make and how the farmer is going to use it. Because right now, Indian farmers, because in America, they don't have a manpower. India also, we don't have the manpower for the farming. But the thing is, people can't afford because.
That's why, sir. Actually, our main motto and USP is to produce it at a very affordable cost for farmers.
So, what's
Like
the cost?
around 6 to 8,000 range.
Okay, 6 to 8,000 is the weed. So, in 1 acre, how long it will take to pluck the weed? Because another challenge, if you are
Yes.
using your weed picker and the farmer has to farm according to like in a right way. Because if you put a tomato or if you put a chili, they grow in a certain way, but your robot has to follow the path, the gaps and everything that is the planned farming it will work. But how you are going to ensure that the normal farming people will work, or you are going to suggest like how it's going to be the weed picker will do. And your weed picker, you say 6 to 8,000 rupees. That is really interesting, fascinating that about the cost. But in how it is operating? It is operating by the motors, like things, or it is a manual thing.
We are actually providing both manual as well as autopilot mode. So if at all we want autopilot mode now, we will actually like subscription cost like that method. Like you can pay extra for that, like that way. So.
No, pay extra, but that is a paying is the problem. And even in the manual mode, like they have to use their efforts or the machine areas. They just move to push the weed picker.
I couldn't get that.
No, what I'm trying to say is, if the weed picker is there, so you have to like push it like a trolley or it has the motor or something.
It automates, sir. The process is automated.
The process is automated. The process is automated. You can able to make it in 6 to 8,000 rupees.
The initial development cost would be higher, but
maybe you can give a breakdown then, Lakshmi.
No, can you give me the breakdown? Because it is, if you're making something, even if you take a DC motor, you need to buy a what you call it. It is for that much start to get the weed picker and move it in the ground, and it will cost more than like at least 1,500 to 2,000 rupees. More than 2,000 rupees, you need to have a motor, and even the batteries. And even the batteries is there, how long it is going to be, even if you pour for a minimum lithium battery, it is going to be cost 4,000 to 5,000 rupees, the lithium batteries. And the charge and the controller and the mobile parts, it comes to at least 15 to 20,000 rupees, minimum 20,000 rupees you need it.
Yes, sir.
But how the farmers just afford, like the big farmers can, but still you need a one manpower to do it. Nowadays there are for your automated wheat picker, it won't like you don't
Like,
need
you
like,
know, for operating it, we are actually need a man for that. Like, to.
yeah, still that's what I'm telling. So you need a man, that is also costing. And another thing, right now there are existing in Tamil we call the that is the wheat picker. They have a manual one which is you just roll it. It will scrap it out, and it is costing 1,500 only.
Okay, sir.
But how you are going to compete with them, and how you are going to make them you buy this, you have how you are going to, because any one man has to push.
Or else we are plan like this, sir. Like employing one microzart for entire village kind of thing. Like farmers can rent it down like that. That way. Like
But
one
how
village.
fast? But you can't. For example, the human can walk. Let's say the manual and your automated things we can compare, like the mechanical one and your electrical one we can compare. Let's say if you are walking in a kilometer, normal walking is 5 kilometer per hour, but you can take 2 or 1 kilometer per hour if you are going in a manual. But how fast will do it? What is the comparison? Have you ever done the comparison between that one and this one?
Like
The charging, and also if it is any service, like how like if somebody is buying and giving this motorized, there is a motorized, like the engine type, that the grass cutter and those things are there. Nowadays that weed picker is already there. You don't need to sense, because the sensing part, it is like how, like can you show, you have any models, like the pictures, that how it's going to, because it has to be organized and picked, and then only it will.
yes, sir. Like we will be feeding. The farmer knows what crop he will be actually putting in the land. So we will just feed the data of the crop. So it will not cut the crop, and it will cut the remaining, which is a weed.
Yeah, that is I understand, but they have to farm in lined one, right? It's like a line farming robot.
The movement through the field that
Yes.
actually for each of the crop.
And the field, that the field naturality is like something. It is if you're taking the weed, it has to be, the land has to be like if you put the water 2 days before, and then it is ready to plug the weed. Then only it will it will work very efficient, like the manual method. But you are putting in an automatic motorized method. But how you are ensuring, like in our farming,
land terrain. We are actually using like this called wait, sir. Let me tell you, pneumatic wheels, sir.
Sir, sprocket wheels, sir, for movement.
Like a pneumatic one.
Pneumatic wheels and sprockets.
Okay, where you are getting the air for the pneumatic?
Pneumatic wheels absorb shock better than solid tires, so.
The tires is okay, but you are plugging, either if you are using an electric actuator, but how fast? And
like we have that RC tank thread kind of thing, sir, like to move over the terrain.
Can you show like how it is like that, and any pictures or something like that? Because let me tell you, overall perspective, I will tell you. You need to do a proper analysis, because what's the farming, because this 20,000 are already market is existing. There are this kind of product is existing, but that is not that much sophisticated. But people are happy with that because it is very cheap.
Yeah.
But how you are going to compete with them? How you are going to make like a business model and sell it to the farmers?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We'll see that.
Yeah, you have to look on it and get back to us, and we will see how we can help you out.
Yes. We'll go to the next team now.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Raghav, please go ahead. Raghav and Mihir, if you're. Are you there, Mihir and Rahaf? Yeah, okay.
Hello, sir. So,
Hi, Raghav.
We are a team. We're working on upcycling of e-waste. So we're not, into recycling materials or anything to deal with direct scrap. At core, we are a manufacturing company. We manufacture metal nanoparticles. Our differentiator here is that we use metal from electronic waste.
Say it again.
Basically, from e-waste, they use the metal from e-waste and make nanoparticles out of it.
Metal from the e-waste and making nanoparticles out of it. Okay.
Right. So our idea behind is to upcycle, like to increase the value chain, basically, so that all the stakeholders involved can have a higher value what they're currently having. So all the methods that are currently being deployed are very hazardous. They would use the harshest chemical possible to get the yield of metal or any usable part from the electronic scrap. Because their entire ideology is to just sell whatever direct metal they can sell, but we are using we have our patented methods of manufacturing it, and we are using it to enhance the value of the product, basically, to enhance the value that we're getting out of waste.
Yeah, but what is the existing people are doing it?
So,
and also, Raghav, you can tell your end application also, what it is used for. Yeah.
How you are commercially it's viable.
Right. So these are two different industries that we are, conjoining here. Metal nanoparticles itself is a very big industry, but the differentiator that we have is in India, we do not have custom manufacturing available. So you have to import it in India. Now, if you import it in India, the lead times and the overhead costs are really high. So end applications of nanoparticles are functional additive. In 80% of manufacturing, they can be added and they will add some value or some function to it. To give you an example, if let's say your ancient paints has an add of antimicrobial paint, like germs will not have one, that is copper nanoparticles added to the paint that is acting as an antimicrobial layer. Similarly, textiles, for example, that doctors and other medical professionals would use in terms of surgery and other things, those are the areas where it is used. Now, if you go all the way to automobiles, where in fuels or carbon carburetors, you will find nanoparticles in carburetors, it will reduce carbon emission, and with fuel, it will act as a fuel additive for increasing the calorific value of the fuel. So there are various applications of it. And this is actually where we are stuck. We are unable to, get the product testing because such a product, and it's a novel idea. So we are finding it difficult to getting onboarding with clients.
So you already tested taking out the nanoparticles, nanometals there from that e-waste.
In college, yes, we have made the end-to-end.
We have also patented that process of manufacturing nanoparticles from the e-waste, basically.
Yeah, the patent is okay. Let me tell you for the patent, because I work with a lot of technologies, but I don't believe the patents in India and China. That it is helpful to get the grant first. That is okay.
That was the primary aim.
Yeah, but how did you did the cost affordability, like how much you are able to make it in this price and how much we are getting from the imported one?
Right. So from the imported one, we are significantly lesser because our logistics costs are next to nothing. Plus, our manufacturing is in-house, so we have a method of delayed differentiation. So we are using sort of a similar setup for our 2-3 different lines, whether it is the nano powder or the suspension. And our product line is not widened enough, for us to have different processes. So currently, and going forward also, our cost will be lower than the import. From the domestic.
Have you did that cost analysis? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, we have done that cost analysis.
How much percentage it is you are reducing it from outside?
Okay, so it will, for a product, it will depend on the specifications of a product. So let's take a nanoparticle, for example. The shape, size, the form of it will vary vastly. To compare 1:1 product, we are approximately 70 to 80% cheaper than an imported product.
Okay. So are you sure with 70 to 80% it is cheaper?
Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is the prices vary vastly. So whatever specifications that the person gives, right, for custom manufacturing, that decides the price.
Customized manufacturing will decide the price.
Right.
That is okay, but that has the international market price, right?
Right. For standard product, which is 1:1, same as ours, let's say a 25 ml vial, which is getting sold for around 5,000, 4,700, we can sell it for 1,250.
Okay, but have you just made some samples and given to some companies so they will test it with your product?
Yes, that is the ongoing process. We are in touch with a few companies. There are a couple of them based out of Tumkur itself for our product testing.
Which application you're focusing on first, Raghav? You can tell that.
So yeah, currently we are focusing on the anti-seizing paste. So in industrial application, there are copper lubricants that are used, and in which there is copper powder that prevents metal to metal abrasion and improves temperature withstanding capacity. So
Like in engine oil, they have the additive right now. Nowadays, they are using to make it through reduction.
So this application is mainly towards the heavy machinery, so that is industrial lubrication.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even nowadays, the cars and things, they have the lubrication oil, which they have the additive.
It's less of a oil, more like a paste, sir. Like I would say semi-liquid kind of paste. Like how you have greases, no, sir, like that.
Yeah, it's like a grease, right?
Correct.
Yeah, usually for threadings, right, where the heavy machinery have threadings and to prevent the wear and tear.
Gears.
So, how you are ensuring that your e-waste, because the raw material cost, like for example, if you are setting a plant and everything, future, because people for the e-waste nowadays, people are just the price is going up and up, because if you're taking 5 years before, you can take the world up just like that, like a plastic rate, you can dedicate it. But now it is going up. It is definitely go up, and because we are a very competitive thing, how you are going to ensure that
your supply chain, basically.
The supply chain.
Yeah, so the one benefit that we have here, so the copper that you would get in market, you will have to process it. You'll have to go through multiple processes before it is ready for production. But the copper that comes out of electronic waste, especially the monitors and other coils, it is very high grade pure copper because it is used for conduction already. So we only have to de-enamelize it is our one step before entering it into production, whereas the copper quality that you get in regular market does not match the level which is used in.
No, I understand, because the regular copper price, even if you are making into the copper, the process, but how you are ensuring the supply chain if the price is going up.
For the copper itself, like from the e-waste only you are getting your copper. So about your e-waste supply chain, like from where and how have you sourced your e-waste to get that copper?
What is the plan for next 5 years or 10 years? I will get this, this is the projection price,
right, okay,
for my e-waste.
I understand your question better now. So while we were working on this, we sourced waste from our college itself. Going forward now, since we're a smaller company, our intention is to tie up with companies like Namo E-Waste and others who deal with e-waste end to end, and we can take the part that is only applicable to us. But going forward, we want to create an ecosystem where we deal with the relevant part of the waste, and we ensure that other remaining aspects reach to right customers, or they reach to they don't end up in landfills. Basically, they have a proper disposal activity for them. So going
basically, you want to tie up.
Yeah, you can say
they want to tie up with the e-waste collectors and recyclers and procure the e-waste from there and then take copper from it, like that they're saying.
So right now your product has to be approved by the industries, then only you can able to move forward it, right?
So actually there only they are struggling to get entry to get that product tested, because it's a B2B thing. Immediately if they go and say I have a product, give it to test, they might be little
but
hesitant.
If they have whatever they are importing, that they can able to test it from here, and they have the test certificate, this is the same quality, we are able to provide it, then they will able to get it.
Right. So the thing is, with chemical products, it's not easily replaceable as such, because things behave differently in different external circumstances. So the testing is very extensive here. So it takes anywhere between 6 to 8 months for them to test it in each of their relevant environments. Even though on paper we will be able to replicate the product that they are currently using, but at the surface level and at the deeper chemical level, things vary when you actually put it into production and actually put it into use. So for them to test our product or to change their existing product line with ours, that will take quite some time, and also for them they'll have to redefine their entire processes.
Okay, in your case, I have a suggestions that if you have a raw material for one, it may be crazy. Let's say paint or in automobile or anything, it take a very least making item, like it is very cheap to make. So one part, like one component, you just make it just as a pilot, add your things and give them for the testing that product. So then people will be easily they can you can get approved easily, because let's say if you are making this cap has your material is needed, like your copper or something is needed for that, then you can able to prove this material in the test, because this material, to test this material, it is easy nowadays.
Right.
And to test the what is a particular inside in that, have you able to try this thing? Because I don't know much about that, it will work or not, but I suggest that. So
Like going with the most affordable, you're saying, like the easy, low-hanging fruits, basically. That's what he's saying. Like rather than going to a lubricant or an additive, which is again going to take time as you have to integrate with the corporate, can you think of other products which
how
can still
like
use your
nowadays,
copper?
as I understand, to prove to the industry, you need to have what way you have to prove it to them. You give the material, you test it them. The testing takes so much time, so that is one problem. And the industry, they without testing, they don't take it. So how you're going to prove them? So another option, there is option like you can prove it in a reality way, because if you have this thing, the normal material, this is the strength, this is our material strength, then you can able to prove them in such a way.
Right. So we are also following sort of a similar strategy. So instead of the entire copper paste, we are only doing the copper powder, which is one aspect and the easiest adoption part. And it is also, as you mentioned, right, it is the lesser part of companies' sales. So they are also not very concerned and cynical about changing it or approval of it. So we are
But what kind of volume you are talking about that your product?
So if the product qualifies, we are talking somewhere around 500 kg a month.
This is additive, no high additive, so the quantity will be less only.
Like 500 kg per month, per week, per day?
Per month.
Per month.
Hmm?
Per month.
Per month. Per day. Okay, I understand. Okay, that is the one suggestions that I can able to give. Then the only thing is, if you put the test report only, then well, the two hurdles. One is you have to make sure your supply chain, because that may happen anytime, it will change. Because even people will comes, even like recycling of lithium battery, now so many competitors are there. And because even though it is patent and all, but it's so many competitors are coming up, and it is very tough for the lithium and things. And another thing is the supply chain, and another thing is how you are going to prove it. So those things you have to focus in that area.
That's what will ensure the long-term,
Long term.
sustainability of it. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to discuss about your patented technology and stuff. That's all the best for that. But make sure this one only, because one, if you are not affordable, your patent won't work.
Right. Thank you for your feedback.
Yeah.
Agarika, can we have you next, if you're there?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, our project is waste to energy conversion. Our main focus is on the byproduct treatment, for which we will use catalytic pyrolysis, which will give us biooil, syngas, and char, etc., and also gas. And we will focus on the conversion of biooil to biofuel, which are main theme. We also want